Hello, and welcome back to Luigi's Mansion. Or maybe I should say, welcome back to Luigi's Mansion. Because you see, this is a game that several years ago, I have already played on this channel. So if you want to see somebody play through this game well, and actually collect things and do things, then by all means, check out that playlist. I have been leaving a link to it in the description of these videos. It is, of course, an older video of mine, so the quality isn't quite up to the standard that I would set for myself today, but I do stand by my gameplay. It's all there. Having said that, that is not my goal for this series. Oh no, I am going through this game now without collecting anything. I want the lowest possible rank that I can get. And that is what we are going to see. So we are midway through Area 2, and my goal for today is to finish Area 2. Where will I go? I am returning to the Hidden Mansion. Don't get scared stiff. And we will be on our way. So, yeah, what did we do last time? We have been introduced to the boos, and now we can collect them. I think I also needed to speak with you, right? I did collect one of Mario's dropped items. Actually, I don't know if we ever looked at your heart. This is, of course, a portrait ghost, so she has something to say. What a lovely crystal ball. Yeah, that's not what I'm trying to look at, Luigi. Maybe I need to go over here. Okay, try it again. Destiny chooses our paths. Uh-huh. Okay, yes, very, very informative. So then, anyway, what is this object you have here? Show it, please, to Madame Clairvoyant. What is this? If it isn't Mario's hat, why, it's so clean as if someone just washed it. Sorry, sometimes I like to add a little drama, you know. Just one moment, did I just say Mario? Could it be that Mario? I see it now. Well, I see everything, so I saw it before, but now I really see it. So, you are the brother of the famous Mario, and you have come to this place to find him. Well, aren't you a good little brother? Oh, excuse me, I don't laugh much. Oh, they come, the spirits come! Spirits of power, come, spirits of sight, show me the awful things occurring here tonight. Crystal orb, symbol of my clan, use your darkling power to show us all you can! Show us all you can! Show us this Mario. The light of the spirits comes, show us what we seek. Oh, I see that your Mario lives. Well, he is not in the spirit world, but one cannot say he is alive. Excuse me, sorry. Where is he? Where is he now? The spirits fall silent. This is all I can tell you for now. Bring to me another clue, and I will show your brother to you. This clue no longer speaks to us. Okay, well, there we go. We have a bit of information, I guess. Madame Clairvoyant might be a bit of a fraud. Oh, look, the gold mouse! We did it! If I wanted money, I would vacuum that up, but I don't, so it can feel free to be on its merry way. But I also remembered that I didn't look for the boo in this room, so we're gonna need to rattle these chairs and, yeah, here we are. Hello, I am Boo-La-La. Yes, well, Boo-La-La to you too. Very good, very good. Outstanding work, you're like a leopard on the hunt. You know it. Okay, that is Boo number 9. We are well on our way, but I think I won't actually be able to collect all of them in this playthrough. Which is fine, you don't need all of them. Boo, where are you? They're always in the boxes. I should just check here first. Just call me Game Boo. The older brother of the Game Boo Advance that we caught earlier. There we go. Double digits. Outstanding work. Yeah. So, now that these two have been captured, I think it is time we finished up with, story elements, right? It's time to actually do what we need to do and find Mario. Oh, by the way, maybe I could point this out. Of course, if you watched my previous Luigi's Mansion series, you would know this. But you can go to the basement, and you do in fact have access to this room right here. This is the breaker room. And in this table thing, there is a blue ghost in there, so you can get even more money that way. But that's also a room that we will need to revisit much later. I think there's also some money in the lights. Yeah. You know, just in case you're playing this game like a normal human being and trying to get as much money as you can. So last time we caught the butler, and the butler had the key to this room, and this is where we're going. It is the music room, or do they call it like the conservatory? Yeah, they do, okay. So all is silent right now, but that's no good. We see that there is a ghost playing the piano silently. So what do you say? Huh, this ragamuffin looks as if he couldn't play a note. Well, I will prove you wrong after I point out that there's usually money in that cabinet there. So, she thinks I can't play a note? Well, could someone who can't play a note do this? Yeah. It is very, very quietly making noise. Here, we need to put the band together. There we go, now it sounds like music. And the bass. And the harp. And the saxophones. Wonderful. What a great song. Now do you see me as worthy to speak to? My name is Melody. People call me the spectral beauty of the Ivory Keys. What a stirring performance. I haven't been so charmed by a piece for ages. You must have a delicate ear for music. Would you like to listen to my piano sonata? Well, here I go. By the way, what image do you think this piece's composer had in mind while writing it? Do you know the answer? Take a moment, write it in the comments actually, the replies. Write it in the comments, please. Let me know, even if you don't know. That is... I'm not gonna lie, that is not a viable answer. She gets angry if you don't get it right. I think the answer, though, is water. Exactly right, you got it. Very impressive. I guess I needn't hold back with you. Would you care to do battle with my lovely music sheets? Not really, but if I must, you know. So they don't put up much of a fight, really. And neither does she, so she's just gonna sit there and cry, and Nope, I'm not taking these pearls. I am simply not. Oh, no! I can't collect money! Sometimes that means taking damage unnecessarily. Okay, I can get this. Yeah, I can get this. Pearls, please go away. Yeah, you can be distressed and cry for a moment until you summon more of these things. Are these pearls gonna go anytime soon? Thank you. Okay, now we try it again. You have 50 HP, and I'm gonna lead you over this way so that I don't collect anything. There we go. we see those 000 counts for pearls. Can I collect this? Yes, I can. It is not dangerous. Oh, that might be dangerous. Is it on top of a pearl? Can I inch toward it, please? There we go. And this leads, just down the hall. Okay. No, I collected a pearl! My hubris is my undoing. Did you see that? Did you see that? That was some expert maneuvering of this minefield of money. I don't feel safe to move anymore, actually. I'm gonna stand here and stare at this piano, listening to the boo radar go crazy, while these pearls, one by one, disappear. Is that all of them? Is that all of them? Yep, there we go. See, that would have been a gold frame if I picked any of those up. But, as we see here, yes, we still have absolutely no money. Good. That is what I want to see. And that's also why it's important to save often when you're trying to do this, you know, just in case you mess up and accidentally do what you're intended to do. Wherefore am I Boomio? Yeah, you're in the hallway, I guess. Okay, where are you going? Where are you gonna go? Back in there? Yeah, sure, that's probably for the best. Okay, you. No, none of that. Okay, I am on fire, yeah, here, have another boo. The game was saved. So, now that all of that is out of the way, we can continue on. I have more health now, at least, so hey, maybe this was all for the better. And maybe I want fire, I don't know if I do. That's a little note. This candle right here is special. It gives you fire. The other ones just go out. But this is one of the few that sticks around and gives you fire element. And this leads us to the dining room. So the dining room is kind of fun. In that there's some bananas that you've got to clean up, of course, unless you do that, which is not ideal. But there is a lot of money to be found in the dining room. This right here typically has a bunch of money in it, this china cabinet. There is a cheese underneath this chair, so there is a golden mouse that will appear. And in this china cabinet, there's a blue ghost who gives you even more money. And of course, there's a portrait ghost sitting at the table. What a hunk of junk! You expect me to sit on that? Please, I have standards. Luigi, more interested in the chair, I guess, than the ghost. Can I look at you? Yeah, here we go. No one can see me in this darkness. No one. Aha, and that is the clue to light his candles on fire so that you can actually see him. You know, there's no harm in doing so. There! Look, now we can see him enjoying his pile of ghost food, and we can help, but I'm not gonna. You see, get out of here. You see, this guy, completely optional. I don't need to bother with him, so I won't. Now, this leads to the kitchen. And the kitchen, as we can see, has a bunch of pots and pans that fly at you, and if you don't want to deal with them, you can vacuum them up. But this is another room that has a lot of money in it. Let's see if I can recall. I think there's a random gold mouse that sometimes spawns right when you walk through the door, and then runs down the floor toward you. There might be a blue ghost here in the, is that a dishwasher? Yeah, there might be a blue ghost in there. I feel like there is. And if you use fire on the oven, there's a red gem if you heat up this casserole dish. But we're not interested in money. No, no, no. Oh, you get a lot of money for capturing Mr. Lugs in the other room, too. But again, all we want to do is open the fridge. And I think it is safest to do so with your vacuum, because that does damage. And this here is a ghost we can't catch, because it is frozen with ice. But we can melt it, and then we can move on as normal. Oh, that's it, huh? One ghost. I believe there's also money in here. If there wasn't a boo. Boy, howdy, I'm Booligan. Yes, Booligan that you are. Oh, don't you be going in that room. No, 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 you cut that out. You're coming with me. Aren't you just loving my brilliant inventions? Yes. There we are. Save the game. And what do we got? Oh my, oh my. What have we here? Oh yes, hello, Professor. I guess you'd want to see this. Hey now, Luigi. Now what have you stumbled across? This time it's a water element medal. Now you can use the water element. My research shows that these particular elemental ghosts leave their watery dwellings whenever you approach. You know the drill, vacuum them up. Use the L button to expel them once they're vacuumed. If you press the L button all the way in, you can shoot out a big ball of water. I hear there are some ghosts who can be defeated only with water, actually. Also, remember that water has purifying properties, so use it well. I don't know what that means. Don't get too caught up with your new squirt gun, Luigi. Yeah, I'll try not to. But conveniently, somebody left the sink running, so we are gonna fill up with water and put out this burning door. There we are. We do have to wait for the smoke to clear. We can't use the door until it does. Oh, but I think that's about everything of note in this room. You may have noticed, but you can literally still hear Mr. Lugs scarfing down his endless supply of food in the other room. And he will for the rest of the game. So now, yes, now we are in the boneyard where the dog is sleeping. I wonder what he says. Woof, woof, woof. Couldn't have said it better myself, buddy. Now, what do I do here? Oh, here's a thing. We'll talk about that later, but we can read the sign. We can... Luigi, please. You can't read the sign. Okay, well, you woke up the dog anyway. So the dog is gonna chase you around and try to clamp its jaws around you. Be careful. The dog does a lot of damage, as you might be able to guess. He is one of the more powerful ghosts in the game, at least in terms of raw attack damage. For the love of dirt, make that yappy dog stay quiet. Yeah, oh, no! You gotta shake him off real fast, because that adds up. Okay, you, no, you don't! Pretty please, Mr. Skeleton? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we get rid of him, and a ghost bone appears in the ground, and now we can get the dog. Who, again, I don't really feel like collecting money from. No! Okay, we're trying this again. No money this time, Luigi. Oh, I'm doing real well, actually. Look at that, nothing to it. Easy stuff. How did I mess up the first time? Water ghost? I don't know. So, oh, I even have time to go over here, yep. So, this thing in the garden. This is a plant. And as the water that's right next to it might suggest, what you want to do is water it. But I don't know if I really want to, or is it just gonna grow on its own now that I watered it a little bit? No, actually, fine. We'll see what happens. We will see. There, it has grown a sprout. Now this right here is a little, I guess you could call it a mini-game, a side quest, throughout the rest of this game. Come back here every area to water your plant, and you will be rewarded most handsomely. This is one of the biggest cash payouts in the entire game. But again, I won't be doing that, so that poor plant will well, it'll be stuck like that forever. Can I really not read this? I swear I could read this sign. Luigi, please. What's written on that sign? Here lies Mr. Bones. Quiet. Thank you. Now, what I actually want to do is focus on the doghouse. Just like the hidden room, this is a warp into another part of the mansion, the graveyard, as all good mansions have. I think there's a red gem? A ruby? In the drain pipe if you knock on it. But what we need to do here... I think it's this one? You have to knock on one of these, and make a bunch of skeletons appear. And then you've got to gobble them up. There we are. That is number 1 out of 3. Now, skeletons are tricky. They tend to run away real fast. Or just not get vacuumed at all, sometimes, it would seem. There we are. No! Ah, you got me. You got me. I was too slow. I wonder what that means. Now, one of these gravestones also always has a big heart. Yes, there we are. Because this is a boss, you see, and I guess the bosses just like to make sure you're healthy. I don't remember if any of these have money in them. Maybe they do. But we are fighting a boss. Ooh, spooky creepy. This boss is named Bogmire. I honestly don't know if you can get any sort of information from him. Whoa, shadows. Creepy shadows. It is standing there, menacingly. Okay, Bogmire, where are you? Oh, here you are. You can always tell. Yeah, he doesn't even have a heart. He's not a real ghost. Or something. I don't know. I don't know the philosophical implications behind that. But you can always tell where he is because he casts such a long shadow when he spawns in. And what you need to do is take one of these and fire and miss. I missed entirely. How did I do so poorly? Okay, I'm getting tired of this. Fire! There we go. Now, he's, actually, that was a good one. Typically, he's a bit tougher to vacuum up than the previous boss was. And here's a bit of a trick. If you vacuum these things until they start to melt, then they just disappear. Because you don't want too many of these things kicking around at the same time. They are... No! Oh, that was so close. So close. But we did it. That's what matters. And we have a big shiny chest to open containing another big shiny key. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And here's the professor. Luigi. Bad reception out here? Luigi, can you hear me? Good to hear you're still okay. I lost your signal when that lightning struck. That was some battle you had there. Why don't you come on back to the lab? What? You think the lightning damaged the Poltergust 3000? Don't worry about it. Even if that lightning had cooked your goose, your Poltergust wouldn't even have a scratch. Thank you. I'm glad to know. Good job, Luigi. You made it back in one piece. Looks like you got a vacuum full of ghosts there. What do you say we put them through the old ghost portrificationizer? I think that is a splendid idea. And this time we will have a number more than last area. Although I guess there's still only 3 that we can see visibly. Oh, maybe there's a 4th one in there. Or a 5th. Okay, there's a few. There's a good number. The ghosts are invisible, as you know, so we need to press them into visible forms. And presto, turn them into beautiful ghost portraits. All of which will be the lowest quality portraits, because, yeah, I'm not picking up them pearls. I'm not. Very good, very good. Well, we managed to turn those ghosts back into paintings. Thanks for your help, Luigi. Yeah, don't mention it. It is my pleasure. And, oh, are we missing a painting? I wonder if that was, for Mr. Lugs, who is still enjoying his meal. We caught 8 ghosts, though, and, 0 money. Nice. Nice. Just what I wanna see. Alrighty then, I believe this will bring us to the end of today's video, so I do hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, then please leave a like, a comment, subscribe, and I hope you'll join me again next time for the next exciting episode of this, as we will be heading back into the Hidden Mansion to begin Area 3. Till next time. Ta-ta.